Now I'm honored to introduce the next speaker, which is Svetlana Spajic from Serbia, which is a different part of Europe. And Svetlana is a traditional singer and has been involved in a number of international projects, combining traditional singing with other also contemporary art spheres. So the floor is yours, Svetlana.
Thank you, Daina, Zalane, my dear colleague. Thank you for being a human bridge and thus giving me opportunity to say a few words about who I am and how I work, me and my friends. I also want to thank the chairman, David, and Nod Knowles, who meticulously was corresponding with me with full care. And I'll take this opportunity to send my greetings to Araceli, and I saw Ben Mendelssohn and Frank. And if I miss someone, this conference is also a very, very important occasion to see some of you, my dear friends. And I understand this as the first step of introducing myself to you and building indeed this network, this community. So gradually, I hope I will find out more about you and eventually have a chance to meet you all in person, which I think is vital for the tradition and for what we do, and I think for any human activity after all. So just to run as fast as possible through my little personal story. So in my life, the seeds of my today's interest in the traditional music, partly vocal village traditions, is of course made in the childhood. And now I would like to connect to our first speaker, Mr. Alistair, yes? And I just want to thank you, sir, because the prosody of your story had such huge impact on me, and really it brought some of my memories. And what was most important, those seeds, were the contacts with older, more experienced people, the wise people, I would say, but also some almost audio-visual shocking experiences in the environment which wasn't so supportive for adopting tradition. Namely, I was brought up in the town and I'm a TV generation. And the third element was solitude and written medium of books and the songs that I read in this solitude. So later, somehow, I just understood that I have to complete everything. Once I was struck with this passion for singing, soon I realized that if I do not complete each of these medium, like audio recording, if I don't give that recording the human face, and if I don't give those notes or those songs the human face, and if I cannot present on the stage one day all that community and all those singers to my audience, that somehow this transmission of the traditions cannot function, because the main condition is the people and the communication. And therefore, my activities were focused on making the bridge between the older and the younger, because I understood that without that transmission through generations, we can't do much. You can have a technically perfect young star singer, but if she doesn't feel the ethics of the past, she cannot transmit that successfully. And like Alistair said, and at one moment he mentioned some molecules and atomic. Indeed, the old people, like they are on atomic level, they change your perception. They give you the peace and all the conditions. They are that fifth element, and love and time. And tradition takes time. Anyway, with my friends, and some of them are also here, and Maria Vitas from World Music Association of Serbia, also one of the colleagues from my group, the fellowship of Svetlana Spajić. Mind this fellowship, not only Lord of the Rings, but the fellowship, really like the unity, very, very dedicated, if needed, to fight for the good. So in the World Music Association of Serbia, there is also this part of publishing albums. That's for me. I'm a solitary type sometimes. And we are making the magazine. And I think lots of people here know the activities of World Music Association of Serbia through our albums and magazines and other things. What is not so known is the little festival that we established, which is called Retnik. And the aim is just, like I said, this bridge between the old performers, experienced bearers of the tradition, and the younger ones, which the festival itself is like spread through entire year, where we meet with those people. And somehow this is maybe the main methodical approach, if I dare say, which I developed in, let's say, 25 years in order to help young people. Like you said, we don't have much time as well. And why would they go through my torn experience if I can help them with that? So that would be short. And if I am to put something on this schedule and further discussion about where we are going and about this little manifesto, what really tormented me in the last year and a half was this novum, this totally unprecedented situation for all of us with COVID. And I'm sure I share with you lots of questions and fears as well about where we all go. And hypothetically, at one moment, I was asking myself, I would like, what would I do if, say, this situation prolongs or stays here forever? I don't want to be paranoid, but maybe from this paranoid question, we may also come up with some ideas and solutions and, you know, good paths for us. And in that sense, I would say that one of the most beautiful things that I saw, and trust me, I'm not happy with this online, and I can't spend much time on that, you know, because I also have two kids with online. It's quite rather frustrating. But when when Daina sent me sorry Daina if I do not pronounce the name of that wonderful folk group from Latvia, it was such a simple idea, and all of a sudden I understood that this new situation can also be a chance to find in peace and solitude some some solutions for us how to keep ourselves and our little communities. And I really miss my girls, and without physical contact, that means termination of the form of this a cappella vocal singing, which is my main occupation. So I don't know about time. I don't see the flowers and the vase at the moment, but I guess more or less you got some impression, a little impression of who I am. And although I can surprise you in many directions later. Thank you.